We brought educators together to discuss their experiences with implementing assistive technologies in the classroom. In this segment, they are talking about the impact of these technologies on both students and teachers.
Do you feel that this assistive technology is important for students in your school?
It certainly allows students to develop more self-confidence, more self-esteem. They are, and also develop a sense of belonging, because now it's leveling the playing field. They're able to do grade level work with this accommodation of assistive technology. And so it just brings more of a positive attitude.
For many of our learners and students with learning challenges, for the first time, they've been able to achieve success along with their other classmates. And for the first time, they've been able to learn independently once they've learned how to use this software and all the other tools that go along with it. So I've seen some wonderful stories where students who had struggled to write a paragraph are now writing full-page letters and what have you. And they feel so good about that and so confident. That's had not only an effect on their school achievement, but then on their self-esteem and their just general sense of well-being.
How has assistive technology impacted you in your job as a teacher?
Well, as a special education teacher in a congregated class, it's changed profoundly because, I mean, to be able to teach my students or the students not only how to use the applications, but also how to use them to learn, means that I need to have sound competency in these applications as well. And not only using them individually, but also using them in concert, whether or not it's with concept mapping software along with text-to-speech, and sort of going beyond just using them individually, but trying to sort of squeeze everything I can out of those applications and teach that and share that with them, and also them sharing with me too, because they're using from a different perspective than I am.
We've really had to reevaluate how we deliver our resource to our students, and with the ever-increasing number of students who require assistive technology, we've really had to rethink things. One thing we've had to do is be available to our students more in the resource room, at least initially, so that we can train them and prepare them for the use of their technology in the classroom.
And also to be able to be comfortable with the fact that sometimes our kids actually know more than the teachers do. But together, they work very closely together and advance the knowledge of both student and teacher. And I think that's an important part of all this that will evolve over time as new technologies become available.
Do the assessment strategies change in a classroom where assistive technology is being used with a specific student?
I think initially, when students are learning to use technology, it's important to realize the time, energy that has to go into learning an extra curriculum, if you will. So teachers may have to reduce expectations, alter the assignment that's given to the regular class to ensure that the student can be successful with that particular assessment and feel accomplished and successful.
A teacher really has to be aware of what the assessment now needs to look like for that student. So yes, they are accommodating in the area of assessment, really taking a good look at where the child is at, the time and effort that is required, and allowing the child that opportunity. So therefore, they're again working towards the quality, not the quantity.
I can also add that I think the assessment also goes back to the instruction, and you may have to think differently as far as what you're going to ask the student to do. Rather than having them complete, say, 10 or 12 comprehension questions, how about constructing an idea map using concept mapping software, which they can use with their assistive technology and clearly demonstrate the underlying concepts and relationships rather than doing 12 or 15 reading comprehension questions.
Thanks for watching. You may wish to look at the other videos in this series and browse through the resources available on our website.